7 o'clock, we'll get started. Good morning, friends. Welcome home. My name is Beth. I will be guiding you through this 60-minute Hot Flow Foundations class. We begin this practice in a comfortable seated position. You can sit with your legs crossed. Maybe they're out in front of you. Maybe you sit half lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. Begin to pull yourself into present moment awareness. Maybe take a moment, move the fleshy parts away so that your sit bones are firmly grounded on the earth. Allow your spine to begin to grow tall, long through the side body. Shoulders fall back and down. Hands land gently in your lap, or maybe beside you. The neck is long. Give the jaw a tiny wiggle to relax it, and let it track back just a little bit. Soften the tiny muscles in your face. Close your eyes, or soften your gaze. Your eyes are grateful for this chance to rest this morning. And allow the crown of your head to begin reaching high in the sky. So you're grounded on the earth, feeling supported, feeling stable, and feeling safe. And your crown is lifted toward the sky. It feels open and light and receptive. And in this beautiful warm space with these beautiful souls, we simply breathe. Not trying to change our breath right now, just notice. Maybe scan the body for any areas of tension or discomfort. Again, just noticing. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the nose. Deep breath in, gathering all your energy. Long breath out, releasing anything that's not yours. Deep breath in. At the top of the inhale, lightly constrict the back of your throat. And exhale, creating that beautiful ocean breath. Ocean breath in and out. Deep breath in, knowing this is the breath that we return to. Breathing out, this is the breath that sustains our practice. Inhale, and as you exhale, transition your body into a tabletop, all fours. Our hands are stacked underneath our shoulders, fingers are spread wide. The spine is long, the hips are over the knees, and the feet disappear behind us. This is tabletop. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, cow. Exhale, the head bows, the spine comes high, tailbone tucks, cat. Inhale, gaze forward, heart forward, tailbone rises. Exhale, high spine, tailbone tucks. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, spine goes high. Continue these movements 2 or 3 times, following your own breath pattern. Maybe staying in one position a little longer, maybe swaying the hips. And we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Spin your right hand 90 degrees to the right and your left hand 90 degrees to the left. Fingers are pointing to the outside of your mat. Begin to make small circles over your wrists. going one direction, then the other, maybe rocking back and forth. If it's in your practice and you're feeling it today, go ahead and spin those fingers 180 degrees, just pointing to your knees, and gently rock back, feeling that stretch in the forearms. And we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Be sure your fingers are spread wide. Your hands are under your shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your hips back and then send them high, downward facing dog. Begin to slowly walk out your dog, maybe straightening one leg then the other, offering your body grace this morning. It's early and this is probably your first inversion. In our down dog, our hands are about shoulder width apart. Our head hangs with no tension, gaze is slightly back. The spine is long, the tailbone is reaching for the sky. The heels are reaching towards the earth, feet about shoulder width apart. Inhale, come high on the toes. As you exhale, drop your heels to the right side of the mat, long through the left side body. To deepen, you can cross that leg over and bend the knee, keeping your shoulders squared to the front of the room. Inhale back to center, high on the toes. Exhale, drop the heels to the left side of the mat, long through your right side body. Again, crossing that leg over to deepen. Shoulders stay square to the front. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, bend the knees and allow the shins to hover over the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your chest towards your thighs. And then push back up into your dog. Maybe it's a little bit deeper. Breathe. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, press forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, float back, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, forward to plank. Hold. Inhale, and exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, gently walk to the top of your mat, meeting me in a forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, allow the head to hang. The crown of the head is being pulled toward the earth. Maybe rocking back and forth, bending one knee and then the other. Inhale, and as you exhale, release those arms behind you, interlace the fingers, and begin to send the knuckles toward the sky gently, for a gentle shoulder opener. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the hands down to your toes. Bend the knees. Flip the palms out. Inhale, rise to high mountain. Feet are shoulder width apart. The tailbone is tucked. You're long through the spine. Your chest is lifted. Pinkies are maybe trending in towards each other. High mountain. Even though our arms are up, our shoulders are relaxed. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet. Your toes are spread. Inhale, ground down through the right foot and reach with the right hand for star catcher. Exhale. Inhale, grounding down through that left foot, reach high. Exhale. Inhale, ground down through both feet. Inhale, reach with both hands as high as you can. Maybe your gaze follows your hands. Exhale, hands come together, down to heart center. Breathe. This is where we set our intention for our practice. All of us have so many things calling for our attention. Things that say, this is important, that's important. But today, for some reason, you knew that this was important. So I invite you to set an intention and find your why. What brought you to the mat today? If you are trying to be more healthy, then maybe your affirmation is, I am strong. If you came to see your friends, maybe your intention is, I am love. If you came to find stillness and peace, maybe your intention is, I am peace. What brought you here today? We'll seal our intention with a deep breath in and a long breath out. Hands come to the side in mountain pose. Ground down through the feet, spread the toes wide. There's a micro bend in your knee. Hands out to your side, fingers open, grounding down towards the earth. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, fold forward through the heart center all the way down. Inhale, come to a long spine, hands on the thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg steps back to a high lunge. The back leg is strong. The heel is pointing toward the back of the room. Front knee is bent. Try not to go past your toes. Your hands can be on the mat or maybe they hover. Chest is high, gaze is forward, high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Lower down to plank. And allow your body to gently fall down to the mat, landing on the earth so gently. Untuck the toes, come strong through the legs. Tighten the core, maybe pull your hands back an inch. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart, baby cobra. Your gaze is to the front of your mat. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, press up to tabletop, all fours. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. This is our pose of rest. You can come here at any time, during any class, for any reason. Maybe to catch your breath, get a drink of water, towel off, refocus, reset your intention. Stay here as long as you need to, and then join us when you're ready. Child's pose. Inhale back up to tabletop. And as you exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. As you exhale, the right leg steps to the right thumb, coming into a high lunge. Step forward with the left foot into a forward fold. Come to a halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, arm sweep high, high mountain. Exhale, fold all the way down through heart center. Plant the hands and step back with your left foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, send the hips back, straightening the right leg, preparing for pulsing lunges. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, come forward, plant the hands, step back, plank. Slowly lower your body all the way to the earth. Untuck the toes, come strong through the legs, tighten the abs, maybe pull your hands back an inch or so, and as you inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze, cobra. Inhale, exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, untuck the toes. Come strong through the legs. Maybe your knees lift. Maybe your waist lifts. Pressing down through the hands, take a deep breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, press up to plank. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. Exhale, left foot to the left thumb. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten that front leg. Send the hips back, preparing for pulsing lunges. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower halfway down. Press back up. Lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. As you exhale, the right toe meets the right thumb, preparing for sweeping crescent lunges. So come strong through the back leg. The heel is pointing towards the back wall. Arms come down behind you, palms face down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, sweep to your highest. Maybe your gaze follows your hands. Exhale, hands frame the foot, stack plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Left leg sweeps high. As you exhale, step forward with the left foot. Left foot meets the left hand. Preparing for sweeping crescents. Come strong through that back leg. Heel is pointed backwards. Arms are back. Sweep high. Inhale. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, come back. Inhale, arms sweep to your highest. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left foot high. Exhale, left foot meets the left thumb. Inhale, and as you exhale, straighten that front leg, preparing for side forward bend. Inhale, and as you exhale, allow your body to drape over that front knee. Breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale to get length. Inhale. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep high, preparing for back bend. If you have any back problems, drop your hands down to your lower back. Otherwise, our arms stay high, our feet are grounded, slight bend in the knees, tighten the core, and begin to lift the chest for a back bend. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale into your chair pose. All the weight is in your heels. Your toes can easily lift. Sitting back, chest is raised, gaze is high. Inhale, sit a little deeper as you exhale. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, plant the hands. Come strong through the abs. Inhale, and as you exhale, step back to plank, jump back chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, right toe comes to the right thumb. The back foot drops and comes to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, sweep your arms high for warrior one. Be sure your hips are squared to the front of the room. To deepen this stance, move your feet further apart. Relax the shoulders, lift the chest. Pinkies are turning in towards each other. Inhale, exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, and as you exhale, the back foot comes parallel to the back of your mat, the arms open wide, warrior two. The gaze is over the front hand. It's like you're between two panes of glass. So tuck your tailbone, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm, reach up and over for it. Reverse your warrior. Back hand can be lightly on that back leg, or you can take the half bind. Inhale to get length. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, windmill the arms down. The left hand comes to the inside of the foot. The heel is high, right hand to your waist. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist open. When you feel your shoulders stack, release that right arm long for twisting lunge. Breathe here. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high, maybe a little higher. Flex that foot. Exhale, the foot floats forward to the thumb. Back foot drops to a 45-degree angle. Arms sweep high for warrior one. Inhale to deepen. Square your hips to the front of the room. The chest is facing the front. Shoulders are relaxed down in their sockets. Go a little deeper as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, arms open wide, back foot comes parallel. Warrior two. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper. Inhale. And as you exhale, flip the palm, reach up and over, reverse your warrior. That front knee is still bent. Breathe here. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Hands windmill down and frame the foot. Step back to plank. I'm sorry, twisting lunge. Send that arm high. I'm sorry, guys. You knew where you were going. Breathe here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, frame the foot. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands. Your gaze comes just past your fingers. Bend the knees, set the shoulders, and either jump or walk to the front of your mat, meeting me in a forward fold. Inhale, sit back in your chair. Inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, as you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Plant the hands, maybe step back a little bit from your hands, bend the knees. Inhale, and as you exhale, step back to plank or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, right foot floats to the right thumb. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, begin to reach forward and reverse your triangle. Long line from that front leg to the back fingers. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, micro bend in that front knee. Begin to bring your forearm down to your thigh. Left arm sweeps up and over, coming into an extended side angle. Options from here. You can stay here. You can put one arm out like a serving tray, or both arms can come towards the front of the room. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower that back knee to the ground, preparing for a prayer twist. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, palms together to your heart center. Inhale, begin to twist. Catch that elbow on the outside of your knee. Gaze comes over your shoulder. The goal is for your heart to be where your thumbs are. To strengthen this pose, you can lift the back knee, or you can open your arms and fly. Inhale, and as you exhale, plant your hands. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let it go. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. As you exhale, your left toe comes to your left thumb. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, begin to reach forward, straighten that front leg, and come into a reverse triangle. And reverse that triangle, reaching back towards the back of the room. Deep inhale, long exhale. Inhale, bend that front leg, allow the forearm to come to your thigh, reach up and over, extended side angle. take the variation of your choice here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee. Allow your hands to come down to the mat, preparing for a prayer twist. Sweep your hands up and over. They come down to prayer position over your heart. Maybe pull them out a couple inches. Inhale, lean forward, and as you exhale, twist over that front leg. To strengthen, you can lift that back knee and fly. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, plant your hands. Step back plank. Chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Come strong through your hands. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk or jump to the front of your mat, meeting me in a forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. Hold here, breathe. Exhale, fold all the way down. Plant the hands, maybe step back a little bit from your hands, seal the core, and inhale. On the exhale, step back to the plank, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, and as you exhale, allow your right foot to come to the middle of your mat. Your arms frame your ears. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lift, using your abs, coming to standing. Inhale, exhale, release your arms behind you. Maybe grab opposite elbows. That front leg is straight, that back leg is strong. Inhale, begin to hinge over that front leg, stopping halfway. Allow the crown of your head to be pulled forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, allow yourself to go deeper. Breathe. Inhale, find length. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms to frame the head and pull yourself to standing slowly using your abs. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand is forward. Right hand is, that's right, for a standing twist. Gaze is to the thumb behind you, trying to keep your body stacked. Inhale, arms come high. As you exhale, drop your right hand to your waist and begin to hinge forward. Stop halfway. Big inhale. And as you exhale, allow that hand to come all the way down to the mat, a block, or the inside of your leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to twist to the right, open up. And when you feel your shoulders stack, send that arm high, revolve triangle. This is where we fall back on that Ojjawe breathing. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat to frame the foot. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Little bit higher, flex that foot. Exhale, foot comes halfway up your mat, landing in the middle. Arms frame the ears. Inhale, and as you exhale, let your core pull your body all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms behind you, grabbing opposite elbows. The front leg is straight. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward halfway. Let the crown of your head pull forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow your body to fold over that straight leg. Breathe here. Inhale. As you exhale, release your arms down. Frame your head and allow your core to slowly pull you to standing. Breathe here. Inhale. And as you exhale, right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. The gaze is over your back shoulder to your thumb, even if it's just your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, arms sweep high. Inhale, drop your left hand to your waist. The right hand is long. Begin to hinge forward. Stop halfway. Deep breath in. As you exhale, come all the way down to the mat, a block, or the inside of your leg. Plant the hand. Begin to twist open. And when your shoulders are stacked, release that arm high. Revolve triangle. This is a challenging pose. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, frame the foot. Step back to plank. Strong plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allow your knees to float down to the mat so gently. And press back to child's pose. Drink some water today. Go back to your intention. What brought you to yoga today? What is your I am? Deep inhale. And when you're ready, meet me in tabletop position. Inhale. And as you exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhale, right foot floats to the right thumb. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, wiggle the foot to the outside of your mat. The hands are on the inside of that foot. Preparing for lizard pose. This is the pose. To deepen, you can drop down to your forearms. To strengthen, you can tuck the toes and lift the knee. Feel that hip opener, really stretch. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, send the hips back toward the heel for half split. If full splits is in your practice, you can take that now as well. The toes are pointing up and back, hinging over that front leg, feeling that stretch in the hamstring. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. If you're in splits, carefully come out. We'll meet in a low lunge. Preparing for low lunge back bend. Inhale, arm sweep high. Exhale, right hand comes to the right thigh. The left arm is lifted. Inhale, and as you exhale, send your hips forward and allow yourself to flow into a back bend. If it's in your practice, you can raise that right hand. Gaze comes high, and finally you can goddess your arms. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Hands frame the foot. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, left leg sweeps incredibly high. Flex that foot. Feel those hips open. As you exhale, the left foot floats gently to meet the left thumb. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, wiggle the foot to the outside of the mat. Hands come to the inside of your foot. Inhale, exhale, send those hips forward. Drop down to your forearms for a deeper stretch. For strength, you can untuck the toes and lift that back knee. You can twist here. Do what feels good to your body. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can relax a little more into this pose. This is a beautiful hip opener. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale. If you're in a come to your low lunge. Sweep your hands high. Go back into your half split. I'm sorry, guys. I had it right the first time. Sit back on your heel. If full splits is in your practice, this is the perfect time to take that. Otherwise, hinge over that front knee, flex the foot. So gently hinge forward. Inhale to get length. Exhale, go a little deeper. Breathe, feel that hamstring. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently come out of this pose. Meet me in a low lunge. Your left hand is on your knee. Your right hand is high. Inhale. And as you exhale, send the hips forward. The heart comes up. The gaze comes up. Flow into a gentle back bend. If it's in your practice, raise your other hand. Maybe goddess the arms. Breathe here. Inhale. As you exhale, allow the hands to frame the foot. Step back to plank. Hold here. And press back, downward facing dog. Come really strong through the hands. Lift the gaze just past your fingers. Bend the knees and either walk or jump forward to the top of your mat, meeting me in a forward fold. Inhale, come to a long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms high over your head, high mountain. Coming into our balancing poses. Inhale, right arm sweeps underneath the left arm, palms meet. If this is not accessible, you can grab opposite shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, sit back into your chair. The elbows stay at shoulder height. Grounding down through that left foot. Take a deep breath in. Right foot comes up and over. That foot can kickstand, it can hang, or it can hook. Sit deep, find your focal point, find your drishti. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, carefully unwind, send the arms high, the foot gently meets the mat. Inhale. This time, left arm sweeps underneath the right, palms meet. Sink back into your chair, the elbows stay at shoulder height. Grounding down through that right foot, lift your left leg, bend, and allow it to come up and over. Sitting down a little deeper, toe can kickstand, hang, or hook. Find your drishti, find your focal point, and breathe here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, arms unwind, foot gently meets the earth. Both hands are high. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your right hand and turn it so that the crease of your elbow is facing the outside. Palm is back. Inhale, bend the right leg, catch the foot on the inside. Your fingers are where your shoelaces might be. Zip up those knees, they stay tight together. This is the pose. Inhale, kick back into that back foot and begin to hinge forward for a standing bow. Kick and hinge. The gaze stays high, the heart stays high. Breathe here. And slowly come down. Arms come high. This time the left arm comes down by your side. Flip the palm so the crease of the elbow is facing the outside. The thumb is back. Bend the knee, catch the foot on the inside. Fingers are where your shoelaces would be. Knees are close together. Inhale, kick into that back foot. Kick, kick, and allow yourself to hinge forward, chest lifted, gaze lifted for standing bow. Find your focal point. Breathe. And carefully release, slowly lowering back down to the ground. Shake everything out a little bit. Take a drink of water, towel off. We're preparing for inversion, so if you want to find a wall, find a wall. Meet me in tabletop position when you're ready. Allow the forearms to come down to the ground. Your hands are making an 11 in front of you. If you can't keep your hands flat, bring them in a little bit. It's okay. The most important thing is that your elbows are stacked underneath your shoulders. We're going to untuck our toes, press up into dolphin pose, just like downward dog, only we're on our forearms. Once you're in dolphin pose, take a couple of baby steps in. Your gaze is a little bit forward. Send that right leg high. The left leg is going to donkey kick toward your booty as you pulse, pulse, pulse. Beautiful. And come down to child's pose. Awesome. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Meet me back in tabletop position. Drop down to the forearms. Send your hips high. Take a couple of baby steps towards your elbows. Be sure those elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Gaze at your fingers. Send that left leg high behind you, or the opposite leg. Bend the right knee and begin to kick towards your booty. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Beautiful. Breathe. Coming down to child's pose. Rest here for a moment. Catch your breath. Drink some water if you need to drink some water. Meeting me in a tabletop position when you're ready. Big inhale. As you exhale, press your hips high, downward facing dog. You can do it. You got this. We're coming towards the end of our class. Fall back on that deep breathing, that ujjayi breath. Inhale. As you exhale, walk or jump to the front of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Breathe here. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, plant your hands and come to a seated position. Legs out in front of you. Slowly lower all the way back, one vertebrae at a time, preparing for core work. Send your legs high, straight up toward the ceiling. Send your arms high, reaching for the toes. And we'll reach for opposite feet to climb a rope, lifting our shoulders off the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach with both hands and hold. Pulse here. Pulse, 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 pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Pull the knees in close to your body. Rock back and forth, massaging out that spine. Beautiful. Beautiful. Knees come to a 90-degree angle this time. Hands come behind your neck or your head. You're not pulling on your neck. Your hands are just there for stabilization. We're going to ride that bicycle. So right elbow to the left knee and left elbow to the right knee. Opposite knee straightens for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, hold, switch, hold, switch, hold, switch, hold, and pull your knees in tight, rocking back and forth on your spine, giving yourself a nice massage. Great job. When you're ready, place your hands behind your knees, and just like when you were a kid, begin to rock and roll forward, gaining momentum. You have a choice here. You can roll all the way forward, plant your hands, and jump back to chaturanga, or you can just step back and lower all the way down to your belly gently. Forehead to the mat, breathe. Allow the hands to extend long beside you. Palms are facing down. The toes are planted firmly into the mat, all 10 toes. Inhale, lift your head, lift your heart. Breathe here, little sips of air. Exhale, right cheek meets the mat. Breathe. Flip your hands over, allow your feet to fall apart, relax. Flip the palms back over. Come strong through the feet, toes are pressed into the mat. Lift your gaze, lift your heart, lift your feet. Send your arms to fly. Come a little higher, feet a little higher, chest a little higher. Tiny, tiny sips of air here to fly for 3, 2, 1, and release. Left cheek to the mat, breathe here. Maybe flip the hands, allow the ankles to fold open. Breathe. And preparing for our Sphinx pose. Bring your arms so your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your arms are making an 11 in front of you. All 10 toes are firmly pressed into the mat. Strong through the legs. Really strong in the abs. Zip up the abs. Now, pull your heart forward as if you could press it into the wall in front of you. And at the same time, your forearms pull back. You're so strong, like the Sphinx statue. Breathe here. You should really feel this in your lower back. Lift your chest a little higher. Breathe. And exhale. Allow your forehead to come to the mat. Allow your feet to open. Relax your hands. Breathe here. Inhale, press up to tabletop position, preparing for some back bends. Widen your knees as wide as your mat, toes touch. Inhale and press back to extended child's pose. Breathe here. Allow those hips to open. And begin to walk your hands back towards your knees. Perfect. Hands come behind you, preparing for cowboy. Your fingers can face the back or they can face you, whatever's comfortable. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to peel our thighs forward, press our shins into the earth, lift and press. Breathe. Exhale, coming gently back down. Bring your knees together, sit in hero's pose, breathe here. Inhale, come to standing on your knees. Separate your knees about hip width apart. Hands come to your lower back, elbows disappear behind you. Inhale, preparing for camel. As you exhale, press your hips forward, lift your heart, lift your gaze. This is the pose. To deepen, you can release one arm at a time to grab the ankles. We're not collapsing into our lower back. Breathe here. And to come out of the pose, release one hand, then the other, and slowly come back up. Hands come to the mat, and take a few gentle cat-cows to release that spine. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. And as you exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right leg steps forward, the knee meets the wrist, preparing for pigeon. Untuck the toes, allow the back leg to slide backwards. Walk your hands back towards your knee and sit up tall for proud pigeon. If king pigeon or mermaid is in your practice, you can take it now. Otherwise, gently lower your body to the ground for sleeping pigeon. Breathe here. Slowly walk your hands back up towards your knee if you're lying down. Untuck the back toe, lift the knee, and send the leg long into a three-legged dog. Maybe bend the knee, fire hydrant. If Wild Thing is in your practice, go ahead and take it now, sending the hips high, reaching toward the front of the room. And we'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Inhale, send that left leg high. As you exhale, bend the knee, allow the left knee to come behind the left wrist. The shin meets the ground. Slide that back leg back, untuck the toes. Sit tall in your pigeon, chest is high, gaze is lifted. If king pigeon or mermaid is in your practice, you can take that. Otherwise, slowly lower your body to the ground, coming into a sleeping pigeon. And breathe here. Deep inhale. Long exhale, letting go. Slowly walk your hands back up toward that knee. Untuck the toe, lift the knee, and press back into three-legged dog. Maybe bend the knee, bring some movement to that hip. Take Wild Thing if it's in your practice. And meet me back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, press back to your deepest dog. And as you inhale, exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Coming into a seated position, legs out in front of you long. Flex the toes, sit tall on those sit bones. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, allow your body to fold forward, keeping a straight spine. Maybe your peace fingers catch your toes, keeping your spine straight. Breathe here. And when you're ready, you can allow your body to softly fold over, rounding the spine. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, your crown is pulling forward. exhale, sinking a little deeper. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release and lower your back all the way to the ground. Pull the knees in tight and give them a gentle squeeze. Then send the left leg long on your mat. Inhale, squeeze the knee close to your chest. Release a little bit as you exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull that knee towards your shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, and as you exhale, send that right leg long. Send the right leg across your body. Right arm extends. Gaze comes over the right arm. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Both shoulders stay on the ground. Deep inhale. Letting go. Inhale, come back to center. Give that knee one more squeeze and send it long. Bring the left knee in toward your chest. Inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze that knee close to your chest. Release a tiny bit. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull that knee to the shoulder. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, allow that knee to come across the body. Left arm is long. Gaze is over the fingertips. Breathe here. Both shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, allow your gaze to come to the ceiling. Both knees come close to the chest. Give them one final squeeze. Maybe rock gently back and forth and allow the bottoms of your feet to land gently on the mat by your glutes. Soles of the feet touch. Knees fall gently open. Bound angle pose. Breathe here. Maybe your left hand comes to your heart, your right hand comes to your belly. Begin to recall your intention. Breathe. All the work has been done. Now is a time to rest. When you're ready, extend your right leg to the right corner of the mat, left leg to the left corner. Arms come by your side. Feet are open like a book. Begin to allow the weight of your body to sink into the earth. Just like at the beginning of our practice, feeling supported and safe. Breathe. At the beginning of our practice, I asked you to consider setting an I am statement. A why, a what brought you here. When we come to the mat, we can leave the world outside and we can find inner stillness through movement and through breath. When you begin to allow yourself to be fully present, whether you're drinking tea or washing dishes or practicing yoga, when you are fully present, you will find peace. Because the past, my friends, doesn't exist. The future only exists in our imagination. All we have is this moment. And this is a perfect moment. I'll be walking around with a cold cloth. I'll place it beside your hand. Continue to relax. Continue to breathe. I'm grateful that you chose to spend the last 60 minutes with me and with your fellow yogis. I love the beautiful energy we create together when we practice. Stay here in this position as long as you need to. The light in me sees, honors, and respects the light in you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.